A very good afternoon, everyone. I am Rakshit Raj GP. I am here with my teammates Samir Khalid, Shirish P. Rajan, and Sudeep KS. We are representing batch 4 of the final year project teams under the guidance of Professor Prasanna Patil. We welcome you all to the phase 2 milestone 4 presentation of our project, which is titled Assistive System for Visionless Earthlings Using ML. Here is a brief introduction about our project. Our project, as a title says, aims at providing assistance to blind by voice assistance to help them know about the whereabouts of the object which is right in front of them with the help of Android smartphone and TensorFlow's object detection API. The main objectives of our project are to assist visually impaired, to make them know about the objects which is right in front of them, and also to know about how far is the object away from them, and to help visually challenged people to know about the direction of the object.
Now let us know how the literature review has influenced the application developed by us. First, the IEEE research paper titled Smartphone Application to Assist Visually Impaired People, published in the year 2017. This paper is all about the application which help the blind to call someone, know the battery level and time, and also included OCR. From this, we thought of developing an application with some different features that may help visionless. Second IEEE research paper titled Object Detection and Count of Objects in the Image using TensorFlow Object Detection API, published in the year 2019. This research paper has had information regarding the usage of TensorFlow framework from Google for object detection, and we made use of the same framework, which is light version, compatible with Android smartphone to achieve object detection in our application. Third IEEE research paper titled Measuring Distance with Mobile Phones Using Single Camera Stereo Vision, published in the year 2018. This paper contained information about distance calculation in the image captured by a single camera using some triangular relationship. In our application, we made use of the mathematical equation which involves triangular relationships of angles to calculate the distance of object in the frame.
Let us look on some of the existing systems for visually impaired. Mm, Several systems were designed in such a way that almost all the objects inside the house were attached with radio frequency identification tags. Those RFID tags and all the data related to the objects along with an audio clip is stored in the database of computer, and the user is provided with RFID reader, and the tags that are in proximity of users are scanned, and computer plays respective audio clips. Here disadvantage of this system is it is expensive to all tag all items in home with these RFID tags. Another system is such a way that camera is attached onto the cap, which they call smart cap. They have used Raspberry Pi as the underlying hardware in order to process the video captured by the camera and detect the objects. The user will be informed about the objects using earphones. So disadvantages of this system is power consumption is too high, and it requires extra power banks to work for long duration, and also it is expensive. Another system with a camera attached to the stick It is designed in a way that it recognizes faces of the people and how far they are from the user. Disadvantage is that it couldn't detect objects which are around it. By looking at the existing systems, we decided to overcome most of the disadvantages with an idea of proposed Android application. Proposed application makes use of built-in camera features embedded in an Android phone. Blind peoples are guided and notified about different objects around them, and in addition to this, the distance of object is calculated and direction of it is identified. Then the voice assistance is provided to the user by audio output, which includes uh, yeah, these advantages of our proposed system are easy to move around, less dependency, reliable and accurate. It is also very cost effective since there is no requirement of extra equipment other than smartphone.
Now let us have a look at design details. The software development life cycle of our application includes waterfall model, which is a sequential approach in which progress is seen as flowing steadily downward through the different phases like requirement specification, designing, developing, and testing, and so on. Here is the block diagram, which gives an information about the major modules which are there in our project. Our project is an Android application which consists of modules which aims at object detection, distance calculation, direction identification, and the audio output. This is how our project stands apart. Our idea is much more cost effective since we don't require any extra devices. The major technical challenge that was object detection in Android smartphone, which we achieved successfully using TensorFlow Lite. Our idea of calculating the distance of the detected object is distinct since we didn't make use of any sensors such as depth sensors. Our idea somewhat has a contribution towards society since it aims at assisting the visionless people. Now we shall tell you about the contributions of each member of the team towards the implementation of the project.
I'm Shirish. My major contribution is towards the object detection. When we initially came up with the idea of this application, I started to explore on various object detection techniques available. Among them, I thought of the technique which doesn't require any aid of external server and compatible with Android smartphones. Then finally, I came up with TensorFlow Lite technique, which use SSD algorithm.
I am Rakshit. My major contribution is towards distance calculation functionality. It was a challenging task to calculate the distance without making use of depth sensors. I got some ideas from the research papers which made use of some simple mathematical relations and triangular relationships. Then finally, I came up with a mathematical formula that made use of the orientation of the camera of the smartphone from different sensors in the phone to calculate approximate distance of the
I am Sudeep. My major contribution in project is identification of direction of the detected object. I came up with an idea of dividing the screen into the ratio 3 is to 4 is to 3. And I suggested to make use of the horizontal starting position, X position of the rectangular overlay of the detected object to identify the direction on the basis in which the region of the X falls in.
I am Samir. My major contribution towards the project is the implementation of Google's text to speech library. All the other three functionalities provided the outputs which was not in the format understandable by the blind. So one of the way to make them understand is by voice, which could be done using Google text to speech API. I managed to successfully integrate Google text to speech API, which provided a meaningful output, taking the results of other three functionalities as output. Even though we had major contribution towards individual functionalities, every one of us have worked on implementation of all the functionalities, so that all of us have a complete understanding of how our project has been developed. This concludes our presentation. Thank you.
We successfully managed to achieve all the objectives framed in our project, and we are going to demonstrate the working of our project through screen recording.
Motorcycle detected at 5 feet in center. Motorcycle detected at 4 feet in left side. Motorcycle detected at 3 feet in left side. Motorcycle detected at 4 feet in right side. Motorcycle detected at 4 feet in right side. Car detected at 4 feet in left side. Car detected at 6 feet in left side. Car detected at 7 feet in right side. Car detected at 7 feet in side. Chair detected at 3 feet in center. Chair detected at 4 feet in center.
Yeah, actually, this is a complete video, but it has got stuck in between. It was showing only the frames when the algorithm detects a particular frame, the object in a particular frame. Madam,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I thought the total. Even other
Huh.
questions is clear.
Okay, sir. Okay. So overall, it's a good job by the team. And what are the enhancements that can be done?
Ma'am, now whatever the TF Lite model we are using, it is trained to detect about 90 objects around us. And we can train more and more number of objects so that and we can also aim at improving the accuracy of detection by using larger data sets. Then if in future any further improved algorithm comes in, we can make use of it instead of the currently mobile net SSD which we are using, so that we can have faster and accurate results.
Okay. Have you checked the accuracy of your application?
Yes, ma'am. The model we are currently using has 79.3% accuracy.
Okay. So, like where the remaining percentage of accuracy is getting lost?
Actually, SSD algorithm is more accurate, ma'am.
Okay.
But it detects slower and has 92.97% accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
But since we want to detect the objects faster, there should be less
Okay.
delay in the detection. So we managed to use the MobileNet SSD, another version of SSD it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so since there will be detection in faster rate, there will be compromise in the accuracy of the detection.
Okay. 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 Then what about the position of the phone? Like each and every time, the camera should be made, like when the person holds the phone,
Ma'am, for this
it should
I'll
be
show.
like the camera should be placed properly, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. For this I'll show you some pictures, ma'am.
Okay.
We were planning for a belt. We didn't get in this lockdown.
It's okay. Okay, show me some pictures.
Is it visible?
Yeah.
This is a chest mount, ma'am.
Okay.
Any person can purchase online, and they can mount their mobile so that they can plug in their earphones and project towards the opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the person can wear.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, sir. That's all from my side.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Shruti, ma'am.
ಸರ್ ಏನು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಸಿದೇ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತಿದ್ದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಸೌಮ್ಯ ಮ್ಯಾಮೇ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ. ರಕ್ಷಿತ್, ಇನ್ಯಾವ ತರ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಸಿ? ಇವಾಗ ಬರೀ 70 ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ.
the accuracy just
number of threads, ಅಂದ್ರೆ number of threads in the processor, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಡಿವೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಥ್ರೆಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತಿದ್ವಿ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಅದು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗಿರೋ ಆಕ್ಟಾ ಕೋರ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ಸ್ ಆ ತರ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದು 9 ಥ್ರೆಡ್ಸ್ ತನಕ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬಹುದು. ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಥ್ರೆಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಾವು ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಸಿನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ 4 ಥ್ರೆಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಸಿ, ನಮಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋ ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಸಿ 79%.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ಗುಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ವೆಲ್ ಡನ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Overall, they have put a lot of effort and they have done it well. And my only suggestion is execute the whole demonstration in your project exhibition in a better way.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all for your valuable presence.
Okay, thank you, team.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು, ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.